Hi there, thank you for tuning in and welcome back to my channel. So the title might have given you an idea what the video is all about today. So I'm going to share with you perfumes in my collections and also some perfumes that I have tried already which are quite similar to those that are more expensive perfumes. So these perfumes are kind of my alternatives to those perfumes. They save me from buying those expensive ones. So first and foremost, these perfumes that I'm going to mention today are not clones nor dupes or anything like that. It just happened that they are kind of similar on my nose for me, my own opinion. So these are like 60 to 80% similar. These fragrances are created on its own way. They have earned their own name in the perfume industry. So these are totally different perfumes from what I'm comparing them to. It just happened that I find them quite like a similar vibe and I don't think I'm gonna need to buy the more expensive ones. So I'm happy with this already. And before you continue watching, you have to know what is the kind of alternative that you are looking for, because if you are going for the alternative for just the smell, there are lots of similar smells that you can find in the perfume world. Some are even way cheaper. There are even perfumes companies that are actually making inspired perfumes, your favorite designer inspired perfumes in a very cheaper way, so you can get those. They really are like clone or something, almost like 100% similar to your designer or even niche perfumes. Or if you are looking for the alternative, which is also the quality, not just the smell, where that one is kind of tricky, because sometimes there's a reason why those perfumes are expensive, especially the niche ones, because they are from high quality raw materials, while the cheaper ones, they are of course different. So if you are looking for that type of alternative, well, that alternative might be quite hard to find. Although for the performance, there are cheap perfumes that are good in performance, longevity, things like that. You can find them in cheaper perfumes as well. That will be a bonus already for a cheap perfumes with a good performance, because not all expensive perfumes also have great performance. So the alternatives that I have here are mostly just the scent. They kind of have similar scents, some have similar vibe, familiar smell to it, and also for the quality, well, for the ingredients and all those stuff, I don't know, but for the performance and all, some of these are also great for the price. The first one that I have is Solino's Oranger. This one only has orange blossom notes listed to it. This one really reminds me of Tom Ford's Portofino, Neroli Portofino. So there was a time when that perfume from Tom Ford was really hype. I keep hearing it everywhere. Even the local celebrities in my country are using this one. So I was really curious about it. Plus the bottle, I really love the bottle of it. It looks luxurious, and it really is luxurious. So I finally got a decant for a while now. When I smell it, I was kind of both happy and both happy and a little disappointed as well. Happy because I love the scent, kind of familiar to me, and disappointed because I find it too expensive for the price. It reminds me of a baby cologne in my country for some reason. I think the Neroli in there, any Neroli or with orange blossom perfumes reminds me of a baby cologne. So if it's kind of similar scent, I'm not gonna pay, how much is this? $300 something for that scent, where I could find similar to more cheaper perfumes. So this, for example, here from Solino's Oranger, this is only $19 this size compared to a $200 to $300 of Tom Ford. Even if this is just 30 ml, not the 100 ml, still more cheaper compared to that one. The orange blossom in here, I really like the smell. I would say this is like 60 to 80% similar to this. I just find Tom Ford's one more citrusy. This one is more softer. This is more of like a baby cologne to me than this. So another perfume or cologne that has been compared to it is also a 4711 cologne. I already got it, but I haven't tested it yet. But I'm excited because many compare that one to Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. And that one in my place is for on sale. No, I think that's the price really, $19 for the 100 ml. Though that one is just an EDC cologne, but still for the price, doesn't matter. I don't mind respraying it again and again than paying the full amount price of Tom Ford's one. So again, that is if you want to just have something that quite similar smell to it. But if you really want to get the Tom Ford one, then of course that would be different. Then you don't need an alternative for that. You need to get the real one, because some people, they're willing to pay for the price. They want to own the scent. I want to own a Tom Ford perfume, that's it. So that one, we can't get an alternative to that. You need to get the real one. So next one is Michael Kors Starlight Shimmer. So this perfume, I've been mentioning this one a lot in my video. So this one, I have it for a while now, almost a year now, but I did not know only just recently when I got a decant from that hype Lancome's Oud Bouquet. So that one I've been wanting to try, and good thing I got a decant, because my first impression to that is kind of familiar to me, and it really smells like Michael Kors Starlight Shimmer. This one got rose, saffron, and amber in there. Such beautiful scent. This one doesn't have an oud, but smells really like oud. It has that, I would say 70 to 90% similar as the Oud Bouquet. So to me, I don't have the need to buy the Oud Bouquet one, because to me, I don't like if I have a similar scent in my collection, unless those that I have blind bought and I didn't know that this is similar to something else. But now that I know, I'm happy to stick with this. Michael Kors this is the 100 ml bottle. This is around 100 something. Sometimes it would be on sale for only 75, while the Oud Bouquet one, how much is that? 200 to 300 a bottle, I think. So these are not 100% similar. As I've mentioned in the beginning, these perfumes are different. They are not created to be cloned. It just happened that they are kind of similar. But as for me, I'm happy to make this as my alternative and happy to stick with this. So next one, I have mentioned this one as well in my previous videos, and this one is Sarah Jessica Parker's Lovely. Really similar to me, of the Narciso Rodriguez For Her perfume. So this one, I got this one first, and then after that I got a decant of the For Her, and then I found out that they're quite similar though. I cannot almost, I think it's a little, the Narciso Rodriguez one is a little more powdery and softer to me compare this one. This one got more of like a stronger, a little, oh, I really like the smell of this one. So clean, reminds me of like a clean linen. Very soft. They're both beautiful though. They are kind of similar, but there is something different in both perfumes. Both beautiful in their own way. This one, by the way, is just $9. The 30 ml, I got this for $9. Narciso Rodriguez is like 100 something to $200 full bottle. And because of that, I didn't buy the Narciso Rodriguez anymore. If ever I'm going to get it, maybe I'm just gonna get a mini one if I could find it. Not the full bottle, because I don't know, because I enjoy this one already, so I don't see the need of me buying that one if they're kind of similar in my nose. Might be different to your nose, but to my nose, I enjoy them the same way, so I'm not gonna get it. Longevity is also 5 to 6 hours to me, which is not bad for me for a $9 perfume. So next one is from MOR Boutique. So this one, Marshmallow EDP from MOR. This one, I got this one as well for a long time now. But I also just found out after I get a decant from Frances Kurkdjian's Oud Satin Mood. That one, when I smell it, was like, oh, similar. Again, I go through to my collection because I know I have this type of scent. And then I found out this one. This one bottle looks beautiful. Kind of expensive looking to me. But this one is only around $40 something. Kind of similar here. The rose in here doesn't have oud, by the way, so I think that's just the difference. The one from MFK is more like more niche, more got an oud in it, a woody twist in it, while this one is more of like just the rose and the vanilla. So this one is just around 50 to 70% to me. Not really that big similarity, but still kind of had the same vibe. Longevity is amazing. I could wear this one more than 8 hours. I wore this one before at work. For my first my shift until the end of my shift is still there. I could wear this one as well even on a hot days. At first I thought it's gonna be too cloying, the sweetness, but it's not. I wore this one in summer, and it's also great on a winter. This is kind of my whole year perfume. So next one is Burberry Her. This one is my new favorite that I'm really loving now. So I think you all have an idea already, the perfume that's similar to this. That famous MFK's Baccarat Rouge 540 as well. So this one, I just got this one recently, and I have no idea. I didn't thought it's gonna be the same scent because of the notes in it. I'm thinking it's more like berries. There's berries in there, really, but the opening of this one really reminds me of the Baccarat Rouge 540. That's all I could think of. This is more like a Baccarat Rouge with more berries on it. So this one, mine is a mini one. I think the full bottle of this is around 100 something, I guess. It is not really cheap, but it is more affordable compared to the Baccarat Rouge by MFK. But if you want more cheaper alternative, Cloud. Everyone knows about it. Cloud, only about 40 something. I've smelled that one in store, and wow, it really is like almost 100% similar. Almost. So Cloud by Ariana Grande is closer to Baccarat Rouge. It got the woody notes in it as well. Could be unisex too. While Burberry For Her is more feminine to me. Only the opening is really similar, but after that it is already Burberry Her. No longer MFK. It's beautiful in its own way. I'm still planning to get Cloud, but not the Baccarat Rouge 540 anymore. Especially when I found out there are more cheaper alternatives, a little similar scent to it. So it's good to explore more first, cheaper alternative before getting the expensive one, especially if you're on a budget. But if you have all the budget, then yes, go for it. Why not? So next one is Guess Seductive Noir. This one is also another affordable scent. This is by Guess, around $30 to $40, depends on your place. So this one, first time, this is a blind buy. First time I got it, I really love it. It's giving me the same vibe of the Carolina Herrera, those types of scents similar to this. Also, Montgomery. But that time when I got this, I haven't smelled Montgomery, so I don't know. Recently, when I went to my local chemist, I got to smell Montgomery, and this one is more similar, about 70 to 80% to me. So I did not get it, although it is already discounted. Montgomery is no longer that expensive, especially the smaller size. But I don't, as I've mentioned, I don't like if I have similar scent in my collection, so I just pass that one for now. I'm happy with the Guess Seductive Noir that I have. The last one that I have is the men's perfume, and this one is Nike Red. Yeah, red, this one. So I'm really curious about Nike's perfume. Okay, first, this is not the Nike sportswear, because could be a lot of confusion about that. Nike is a different company. It's a Mexican company, not the Nike sportswear. Because I've heard that Nike's the men's range actually got more nice expensive smelling to it. I have my other Nike in purple color, which I did a review before, which is also good. Very nice powdery scent. Well, this one, a lot are comparing this to Dolce & Gabbana's The One for men. So when I first got Nike Red, I haven't smelled the one yet, but I know it's something. I really like it. It's sweet. It's a little spicy. Well, I don't really know exactly how to describe a men's perfume, because in my nose, they're all kind of similar to me. It's either they are citrusy, fresh, or your sweet, spicy. So this one belongs to the sweet, spicy, though it isn't that spicy kind of scent. This is more cooling. There's like a cooling scent to it. I really like it. I feel like this could be worn even in summer, though. I don't know. But when I go to the shop, remember in my previous video, we have watched it when I was having fun smelling a lot of fragrances. I saw the one for men there by D&G, so I get to test it myself. I have sprayed it, smell it. It really is similar to this one. A gorgeous scent. The cardamom in here is also quite noticeable. I like the scent of cardamom. It's also sweet, but it isn't your overly sweet men's perfume that I have tried in some before. This one is really good. Longevity is just about 5 hours. It doesn't have that great projection or anything like that, but I think 5 hours longevity is also enough for me for a $9 perfume. This is just $9, so I cannot complain about it. I think it's such a great alternative for the one. If you just want to smell like similar to it, similar vibe, smells nice, you don't care about the name or the brand, then I think it is a good alternative as well. That would be all in my collection. But another thing that I could add, which I don't have but I have tested, is Monotheme Almond. If you are familiar with the Monotheme brand, such affordable fragrances as well. They are just $19 for 100 ml here in my place. I've sniffed them, though I haven't got one for myself, but they are really good. The rose one, which I gifted to my mother-in-law, is also such good one. I'm not a rose fan, but that one I could wear it. I have smelled that. I've smelled almost 4 of those and I like most of them. One thing that stand out is the one almond one, really similar to Hypnotic Poison. I've tested on my wrist until I got home. It lasted me for a good 6 hours for $19. I think that's such a great alternative for Hypnotic Poison. Almond and vanilla there is so delicious, so good. That's Monotheme's Almond. And then I have this. I won't go through each of this anymore because I did a separate video of this long time ago. It's linked here or in the description box. These are like, how do you call this one? Knock-offs or clones, something like that. They are created like inspired by those scents. They are really similar, almost like 100%, 90 to 100% similar to your favorite designer perfumes. This one is like clone to Good Girl. This one, Lacoste White. We have J'adore. We have Hugo Boss, C. I have the real C in here. Mini one, really similar, almost 100% for just $2. $30 ml. So my point is, there is so many alternative perfumes, more affordable ones in the market, similar to this more expensive one. You can still enjoy this scent if you are in a budget, if you are just after for the scent. Because in my previous video, especially when I started just of this channel, I keep getting comments like, these are expensive, you get expensive fragrance, I wish we could use that perfume, we don't use perfume because they're expensive. My perfumes are not even that expensive compared to other collector. Well, perfumes are really expensive. Even me personally, any perfume that would cost more than $100 is already expensive for me. I'm not buying any more fragrances on that price at the moment. That's why I'm getting smaller sizes now. But it doesn't have to be expensive. You don't need to be rich, a lot of money in order to enjoy fragrances. There are so many cheaper alternatives to these fragrances. Just because they're cheap doesn't mean they're bad, and just because they are expensive doesn't mean they're always good, and doesn't mean just because you saw that perfume in your favorite bloggers doesn't mean that you need to have it too. Better to test them first and ask yourself, do you really love this perfume? If you do, then get an alternative if they're not in your budget. Because to me, I love to get decant samples. I keep seeing so many great perfumes that are really expensive and I want to try them. I keep seeing them everywhere, reviews and all that would make me want to get them. So I get a decant, and after that I ask myself, do I really need this? Do I really want this perfume? Do I really enjoy this? Turns out more than half of it I don't. So they are just because we are told to like this perfume, that's why. But you are going to ask yourself, do you like it? Because most of these niche expensive fragrances, they are not in my liking. I find them strange. I find them not wearable at all. I still go for those more cheaper crowd pleaser perfumes, or others may call it generic, but let's face it, people enjoy them more than those really expensive ones. Because of a lot of people, you can see them, it's so good, it's so nice, they're so sexy smelling, you need to have it. It's like we've been told that we need it, we need to get it. But if you would really ask yourself, if these people are not there, if these people did not tell you to get it, would you get it? Would you like it? Because me, to be honest, most of this perfume, I find them weird. They are not my type. They are not my type of scent. I just want to try them. Sometimes I force myself to like it because everyone likes it, why I don't? But turns out they're just not my type. I still go for those crowd pleaser type of scent. I think these niche fragrances are created to be different, created that way, so not everyone could appreciate it. That's why I don't recommend to get them just based on reviews. You have to test them yourself and make sure you enjoy wearing them before you get them. So that will be all for this video. I hope you did learn something about this. And a disclaimer, these are all just my opinion. Perfumes are personal, they are very subjective. We have different opinions to it. So to my nose, that's how they smell. So I'm not sure what you think about these perfumes. So see you again next time.